Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Third down. Overton. Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action now. Wilson. Past the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go play action now. Jackson, flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Jackson being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it at a big-time loss there on third. The sack sets up fourth. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now he's forced out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage, he's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
It's just me and you.
They'll go. It's Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because
and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
We live for this.
Bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Wide, get wide. Blue dot Corkers. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Scene 6. Watch the slam. Kill. Turn it up. Kill, turn it on.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Jack 31.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson hitting Samuel on the slant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Overton. And some room to maneuver. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 41, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Jackson now. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson as time expires in the first half. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Scoop, scoop, scoop. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Jackson's throw complete there to Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On On third down, here's Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get up.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Bears claw one back.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch tight end. Yep. Hey. Haywood. Got 3 down. 3 down. Mike 35. Mike 35.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson on the move to his left. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Time to go, night-night. Hey, check.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Flushed out right. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chase Young drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the posts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Now Jackson on first down, steps away to his left. And a little floater there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
Come on, baby. Here we go. It's just me and you.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
Here we go.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check Mike 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike.
On third down, Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's... And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Brown. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and